The champion golfer of the year. There was little doubt that it would be this man. The question was by how many? Rory McIlroy is one major championship away from the career slam at the age of 25. With Andy North, I'm Scott Van Pelt. And Andy, let's just show people how we got where we are, which is with Rory meeting with the media as we speak to celebrate the win. This morning, I asked David Duvall, are we manufacturing reasons why this will be hard, or is it actually going to be hard? You walk with this group. What was your sense?
It's never easy to win. I don't care how well you're playing or what you're doing, but this went a long way in helping, pulling about an 18-footer for birdie at the very first hole. He got up and just striped a driver down the middle of the hole. Most of the other guys are laying up to the bunkers.
He was 17 under. For a time, had a 7-shot lead, and then he was going to have to conspire on his own demise if he did it all.
This was shocking to me. He drove it down there, had an unbelievably good lie, and hit it about 40 yards to the right. I don't know if a little bit of grass got in there, but it was ended up not making a birdie there, and then he misses the par putt. He made a bogey at 5 and misses par putt at 6. So all of a sudden you're wondering, is something bad going to happen to him? This was the key hole.
Okay.
He hit a really good iron just over the pin, which is, you know, you can do that. But then to step up there and drill this 18-footer, that got him back in the comfort zone.
Got him back up 4 heading to the back 9. And Sergio Garcia, the chasers are freed up because they got to let it rip, and it seems that with that liberty, a lot of guys did. A lot of guys played well, including Sergio.
Absolutely, but then once you get to where you're a couple behind, then you have to start, you know, then it's a little bit different. You get into a little bit more protect mode to make sure you don't screw up, which he ended up doing later on.
Par 5 10th, McIlroy makes birdie. Now on 13.
This was not a good shot at 13. This is when he got it caught up into the wind, and he hit it in the deep junk. Luckily, it was a halfway decent lie. He was able to pitch it up and have at least a 10-footer to save par, which he did not.
And with all the par 5s in the back, it's a little bit like Augusta. The question is, where are you in relation to other players? But this was the key moment, really.
And not only was it key that Sergio messed up, but Rory and Ricky were standing on the tee watching. That led to a bogey.
So that's a bogey for Garcia. The lead was 2. That stretched it back out to 3. But then here comes Fowler trying to make the charge.
He just was spectacular in the back 9. He made a bunch of par saves, and it literally made every putt he needed to make. And then Rory, after another monster drive on 16, ridiculous, 350 yards, 8-iron to the front part of the green. All he's got to do is 2-putt for birdie, and that basically got him to a position that now was all about just keeping your golf ball on the ground. The last 2 holes, everything was going to be fine.
So as a result, McIlroy goes iron off the tee at 17, got a great up and in there for a par, then iron off the tee on 18, didn't need any eagles. In fact, he could make par, and he's still going to win, and he did.
Just a really, really solid performance. The key to his week is that he didn't hit a ton of fairways, but when he needed to hit a good drive, he did, and he did it on almost every single par 5, and that really made the holes play absolutely simple.
A lot of talk about his dad, who has a betting slip from a decade ago that's going to win him a bunch of money. That's the first one his mom has seen in person, so he waved her out on the green, tears in her eyes, tears in his eyes as he told our Tom Rinaldi about what it meant. And you see this leaderboard, and really, we've made the point all week long, there's just so many great players on it. Adam Scott sneaks his way onto the first page with a great performance. Jim Furyk with a round of the day at 65. He finishes 4th here, just as he did in 2006. Garcia and Fowler are great players, but nobody was going to catch this man.